Hello viewers, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center and you are welcome to our live watch along show, and it is the 2024-2025 UEFA Champions League already hitting on 36 team in this season's Champions League. We've seen 28 teams already played their first matches, and today we will be looking forward to the remaining 8. Yeah, the remaining 8 in today's encounter. And the lineup: Atalanta, Atalanta versus Arsenal will be logging on, and Real Madrid versus Red Bull Leipzig, also Brest versus Tom Graz, the Monaco versus Barcelona. Those are the remaining 8 teams that have not had a touch of the new Champions League. But today it is the last year European League winner Atalanta. Yeah, they have to start today against Arsenal. Arsenal that would kicked out in the quarterfinal of the last encounter. They gave good account of themselves. And remember, Atalanta also won the Europa League and they went for the Super Cup, but they were defeated by Real Madrid 2-0. And we saw the exploit of Nigeria international Ademola Lookman. Let's see if we continue with that good run in the Champions League. But Arsenal coming from the front foot here against Tottenham. They were lucky in that encounter. They won not only 1-0 in that last encounter, but today one of their man is back. Yeah, the missing Declan Rice is back. Yeah, the missing Declan Rice is back. But hey, Odegaard is still on injury. Yeah, and let's see if the return of Declan Rice, will actually bring a good participation to the Arsenal side. But today I will not be alone to talk about this interesting Champions League features line up for today, where I have with me the big analyst Dolakbos in the studio today. How do you do? All right, let me start from my far left. Shegu, you are welcome to the studio.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Solomon. UEFA Champions League, one of the biggest football competition around the world, and the biggest when it comes to club football competition around the world. Having Arsenal playing in the Champions League back to back. Last season they gave a good account of themselves, but tonight they have a big test ahead of them, playing against Atalanta. What we saw last season, caused a lot of troubles for teams in the Europa League, and they went on to win the Europa League. And Ademola Lookman will be looking to add to his very good form tonight as against Arsenal. Most of these players are familiar foes with Ademola Lookman when he was playing in the EPL for Everton. Not just Everton alone, he also played for Leicester City in the EPL. And looking at his current form, having scored down 2 with Nigeria during the qualifiers, came back to Atlanta and got a goal and an assist in their last game. So he's one of the, I think he should be their best player right now. He's in the richest form for Atlanta. So this happens to be another interesting match. Everybody will actually want to go into looking at the way it's going to work out for either Arsenal or Atlanta. And talking about the Atlanta manager, Gasperini, we saw him last season in the Europa League. Gave the EPL, even I guess gave Liverpool a big run for their money and got that victory over them in the semi-final, which got them into the final of the Europa League. And one thing about this Atlanta, and that's really fascinating about them, has to be their man marking, the way they mark out players and the way they go out to hit on the counter. So Arsenal needs to be very much careful. It's going to be a big test for both Gabriel and William Saliba tonight. And that's one thing we do say, that the Champions League is always different from league football, which is the local league. And away from that one, we also have that beautiful game between Barcelona and Monaco. Well, it wasn't really good for PSG yesterday. They had to wait till late into that game to get a victory over Girona. So Monaco has a chance of getting one over a Spanish opponent tonight, and probably revenge for PSG. Okay, probably Barcelona can revenge over for Girona, who are their neighbors, against Monaco in today's fixture. But Barcelona has really looked enterprising in the La Liga this season. So let's see if they'll be bringing that form into the UEFA Champions League. It's still a long way to go. It's just the first game for every team. About 7 to go before we have the last 16 who will be making it out of this this tabulated form of the UEFA Champions League. So let's enjoy the matches, right? I'm very sure we'll be having interesting matches tonight lined up in the UEFA Champions League.
All right, we're having interesting matches. So we have in the studio here Dolakbo, you're welcome. Yeah.
Good day, Solomon. Good day, Shegun. What a beautiful day of football. And, talking the Champions League is back, the biggest competition, club competition in Europe. And we are looking for Arsenal against Arsenal, Arsenal up against Atalanta, and also Barcelona up against Monaco. These are well-known teams when it comes to European football. And surely we are up for a beautiful 90 minutes.
All right, we are up for a beautiful night. Yeah, so wherever you are watching us from, this is Premier Sport Fan Center, and this is our live watch along show. You are part of this show wherever you are watching us from, and you can send in your comment in our comment section. You can like our page. You can subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Subscribe, and you can also call in. Yeah, the numbers in front of our screen there, and you can also call in via Zoom. Yeah, you can also call in via Zoom, and you can also let us know your location, where you are watching us from. Wherever you are watching us from, please. You can identify by sending it in the comment section. So we have a Barcelona fans here. Yeah, we know Barcelona. Right now they are running on 100% performance this season with the coach. I don't know the magic he did as a Flick. I don't know the magic he did to Barcelona. We are getting such results. Do you see them bringing this kind of form into the Champions League?
Well, yes. Just I think earlier today the coach came out and said Barcelona are capable of winning the Champions League. So this is what you expect from a coach who has those winning mentality, and he has really brought it down into the players. You can see the likes of Rafinha leveling up their game, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski back to that beautiful form. So far so good. I think Hansi Flick has really done so well, and the way he has really brought in this young lad into the setup, the likes of Kubasi, Marc Casedo, a lot has really changed in their game. There is this sense of wanting to win, the hunger and everything. So I think beautiful moment around for every Barcelona football lovers, and what a way to start our first Champions League campaign, if not getting the whole 3 points. So I think it's a very good way. As a Flick is the man who I think can bring Barcelona back to those days.
All right, Shego, before can you, with the form Arsenal is right now, defensively inclined, and we've seen Atalanta too. Do you see what kind of football do you think Atalanta should be playing to defeat Arsenal?
It's not about what kind of football Atalanta should be playing to defeat Arsenal. Arsenal are playing away against Atalanta. Atalanta are the one who are at home, and it's also a winnable game for Atalanta. So I'm not really putting my money on Arsenal getting 90% or 100% guarantee of getting a victory over this Atalanta. Atalanta can alter any team. We saw it in the Champions League, the Europa League last season. Even against Liverpool, they gave a good account of themselves. Got to the final against Bayer Leverkusen, where we saw how Bayer Leverkusen went the old season trophyless in the league, and they were almost going trophyless even in the Europa League until they fell. They met on their storming block in Atlanta in that final. So they've also shared they've also showed a good account of themselves. So I'm saying coming into this game, they are not one of those underrated team. And away from that, Atletico Madrid are currently one goal down against RB Leipzig, who has gotten the first goal tonight against Atletico Madrid in that encounter. Another Spanish team, losing in the Champions League right now, and it's looking like this table format is actually working the magic for everybody right now, because there's not really any team that is looking like a bossy team in UEFA Champions League. So back to Atlanta team, I think it's really going to be a big test for Arsenal's back line, because if you watch this Atlanta team in the Europa League last season, the way they come out against opponents, then you have to be really scared for players like Ben White and Julian Timber in this game, because you have what's it called, Ademola Lookman, you have Katele, who are full of running, and in a striker like Matteo Retegi, he has good order play. So it's really looking like a balanced Atlanta team that will really expect them to take the battle to Arsenal. But Arsenal's looked like the better side in the opening 6 minutes of this encounter. But let's see how much Atlanta can hold this momentum against Arsenal, and probably defend very well against this Arsenal team.
All right, before we start running the commentary, let's quickly look at the lineup of these two sides here, where we see Atalanta playing a 3-4-3 formation here, and Arsenal playing a 4-3-3 formation here. Yeah, we have David Raya, the goalpost for Arsenal, and White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Julian Timber on the back line for Arsenal, and Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and Kai Havertz. Yeah, at the middle side there. Then we have Abubuakar Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Martinelli. Yeah, in front for Arsenal.
Well, good midfield for us now. When they lost their captain to injury, that is a Martin Odegaard. The best replacement will always be Kai Havertz dropping back into the midfield, which is a major or his primary position on the field. So it's good to see him playing in the midfield rather than playing as a 9, which is the secondary position. Declan Rice is back in this midfield, though they got a victory over the weekend, but they actually missed these players, talking about Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard in that encounter that they played over the weekend. But luckily enough for them, they were able to get maximum 3 points in that encounter. But it's good. It's also good seeing Gabriel Jesus playing up front against Isak, who is another crazy defender against Arsenal tonight, playing for for Atalanta. And there's another former Arsenal player, talking about Said Kolasinac, who is playing for Atalanta tonight in this encounter. Another fantastic defender. When you look at the front three of Arsenal, I think Arteta has done his own work over this Atlanta's team. You need players who can hold on to the ball, who can build a good hold up play, and that is what you get in players like Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Bukayo Saka. That front three for Arsenal is actually the fear factor in this game, and I'll be expecting Gabriel Jesus dropping into the central midfield role so that Kai Havertz might be able to penetrate through the open space in the Atlanta's defense. But let's see the way it goes. Arsenal has really come out in this game. They've been the dominant team of these two teams in this encounter. They've taken the game to Atlanta in the second one, and once or twice they've come very close to getting the first goal. But fortunately for them, they couldn't get the needed shots and accuracy on the ball.
All right, for Atlanta, where we have Kanaserchi as the goalkeeper there. We have Jimasti, Hen, Kolasinac, Zabacosta, Diron, Edison, from Brazil, Ruggeri, the Ketelere, Ritegui, and Ademola Lookman for Atalanta there.
Yeah, good starting 11. Just like I expected Atlanta to start with that kind of a form, starting 11. It has been their go-to starting 11, having Ederson in the middle of the park and having Ademola Lookman on the worker. The Cataleri very close to him also. Another important player for Atlanta. And these are the players you expect to come out for Atlanta. So it's an expected starting 11 for Atlanta in their home fixture against Arsenal.
All right, we see that Odegaard is not back yet. Then let's quickly look at the lineup for Barcelona. Yeah, where they have Ter Stegen as the goalkeeper there and as the captain. Then they have Kaunde, Kubarsi, Martinez, Balde, Casado, Garcia, Yamal. That's Lamine Yamal. We also have Pedri, then Rafinha, then Lewandowski. Yeah, a player who has scored almost 93 goals in the Champions League.
Well, I think this has been the typical Barcelona team we've seen so far this season from Hansi Flick, away from Dani Olmo, who got injured in the last game. And I think Eric Garcia coming into the play right now will bring a little bit of stability defensively, because you need to look at Dani Olmo. Attack-wise, is excellent, but Eric Garcia is coming in with a different style of play, different view. And I think against a Monaco team, which everyone knows, like they have this fluidity in them. They know really how to create space. So I think Eric Garcia can really come in and support the defense, the back line. So I think it's a good one from Hansi Flick. Let's just see how it goes.
Right, it's good one for Hansi Flick. But how much are they going to miss Dani Olmo? Because right now he's still on the bench, and like 4 or 5 weeks, that's what we're looking at.
Well, I think Dani Olmo is an excellent player, though, no doubt, and he has really settled down real quick. So, but I think the only undoing from Barcelona side has to be that injury will surely come. Yes, but you need to look at
if you look at the number of injury that's early season for Barcelona right now, they are having 8 players on injury.
Most of the injury were from last season. The likes of Frankie De Jong was last season. Gavi has been since last year. Araujo decided to leave. He went for what was it called? He had an injury, so he decided, okay, we want to take the surgery. So he will be back, I think, maybe November. Gavi will be back next month. Frankie De Jong will be back next month. So I think that's the only one time in about this Dani Olmo injury. Had it been the likes of Gavi, Frankie De Jong were available, though Dani Olmo is a great player on days like this, but there will be someone who can really come in and give, if not equal or close to the same performance Dani Olmo has really given. But I think Eric Garcia is not a bad player also, and he will do justice to that.
All right, and Shagu, what's happening on the field of play right now?
Okay, right now it's still 0-0 in that game between Monaco and Barcelona. That game is in the 11th minute of that encounter, and all eyes will be on that Monaco midfielder in this one. Talking about the former Liverpool player Minamino.
And Eric Garcia has been sent off.
That's creativity in that midfield. There's been a red card in that encounter between
Eric
Barcelona and AS Monaco. It's just the player you were expecting to bring balance to that midfield. And Barcelona we have to play the remaining 80 minutes of this encounter with a man down. Eric Garcia has been sent off in that game for foul. Probably that is a straight red card. Sorry, to the Barcelona players. So I don't know how they are going to defend themselves for the next 80 minutes of this encounter. We saw them last season against against PSG. They actually were overrun by PSG after that record to Arajo, if I'm not mistaken, in that encounter. Today they've gotten a record and back to Atalanta in that game between Atalanta and Arsenal, the Europa League champions, defending champions against the EPL's runner-up. So it's really going to be a big tie in this one. We are straight into the 12th minute, and there's a free kick to the Gunners. Bukayo Saka will fancy taking this one as he goes straight against the Atlanta goalkeeper Kanaseshi. Let's see what Bukayo Saka is going to make out of this. The free kick taker, talking about Martin Odegaard, is not in this game, and we had game against Barcelona. Barcelona really needs to be careful about Monaco striker in that encounter. Talking about Embolo, the Switzerland striker can really be a thorn in the flesh against any team. Talking about another player there, Elisha Ben Signal there, another beautiful player. I don't really know how Barcelona are really going to contain this team. As it stands right now, it's still 0-0 in the 12th minute of that encounter between Monaco and Barcelona, and still 0-0 in that game between Arsenal and Atlanta in the 15th minute. Atletico Madrid that won't go down against RB Leipzig also in the 14th minute, and 15 minutes burst against some grass is still 0-0. Arsenal against Atlanta is our focal match tonight, and at 15 minutes it's still Atlanta who are coming all out against the Gunners there, and straight into the hands of Zappa Costa, who just to go back into the middle of the park, and still Atlanta who are coming out against the Gunners. What will they make out of this? They find his teammate Ederson comes into the middle of the park, find Isak sends it straight into the hands of Kolasinac and finds Ademola Lookman, who returns it back into the middle of the park there, finds Martin the Room, the captain there, comes straight onto the wing there, and Zappa Costa on the ball there for Atlanta, returns it into the middle of the park as it comes out to attack against the Gunners. A chance for Richuguri, and he finds Ademola Lookman, who tees one into the box there and easily defended there for the Gunners, but out for a corner kick out to Atlanta as we approach the 16th minute of this encounter. Ademola Lookman is really coming in into this game, showing promises, leaving his wing, talking about his right wing there, coming straight into the attacking midfield position. That is the vital utility he brings into games when he plays for even not just the Super Eagles of Nigeria alone, even with his Atlanta's team. And it's a corner kick. Ademola Lookman will fancy taking this in the 16th minute, sends a cross into the box there, and he's defended there by Arsenal, straight into the hands of Isak there. And yeah, what would Atlanta make out of this? Drops the ball across into the box there with this great chance. But that's sails off wide the goalpost of David Raya. And it's Isak with another there, but there was nothing that couldn't go into the back of the net. So it's a goal kick to Arsenal in that account as we approach the 16th minute of that game. It's still 0-0. Let's see how Arsenal are going to come out in this one. Arsenal still enjoying the better share of ball possession with 54% of the ball, while Atlanta has been reduced to 46%. So it's still a very close tie between the Londoners and the Italian team in this one. As it stands, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0 at this encounter. We have a message here from Sereniye Odonwuni. He said, welcome guys watching from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria.
And we have the first goal in that Barcelona game. What a game. And it's the home team there at Monaco, who has just scored against a 10-man Barcelona. And it's going from bad to worse for Barcelona in that encounter, as they've conceded a goal already against Monaco. What a game we're having in that encounter. Eric Garcia got a record in the 10th minute, and Barcelona have conceded one 6 minutes afterward to Monaco. Look at the way their defense was open there. I don't think there's nothing much Barcelona will be able to do tonight against this Monaco team.
Well, Dolapo, what do you think?
Are you going to off this emergency.
As in Flick should going what do you think as in Flick should do right now? To me, it calls for emergency that you need to tweak things, so that they can get the possibility. I still believe in this team, this Barcelona team. Okay. But what do you think you should be doing right now with this kind of situation?
Well, I think Hansi Flick will be the one to. We know what to do though. But I think a silly one from Eric Garcia. 10 minutes into the game, you should not be going into tackles like that or be doing all that. But I think it's still early days. I trust this Barcelona team should really get back into the game free. But just let's see how it goes. And you need to look at the bench now. Who are the set of players that can really come in? That's where the problem is. You just have a certain maybe Ansu Fati who is coming in, who is just returning from injury.
Yeah, we have a Ferran Torres also
did the same thing just this last weekend. Got a silly record when you just got into the. I think that tackle from Eric Garcia really spoiled everything. So I think probably maybe if they can just contain it like this, still keep the goal line responsible at halftime. I think Hansi Flick with some.
Yeah, but for your own view, you have seen the red card. Is it a deserved red card?
Yes,
you really deserve it.
Yes.
Okay, that goal for Monaco was scored in the 16th minute by Magnus Akilochi. We saw him play for France at the Olympics. A fantastic midfielder on this day. He was the one who gave AS Monaco the lead in that encounter. They currently lead against Barcelona. 10-man Barcelona will have to chase this game against Barcelona for the remaining of this game. Straight into the 19th minute in this game between Atalanta and Arsenal. Is Arsenal coming out from the back? There is the goalkeeper David Raya on the ball, takes a long one, strides up to tease up on the run of Kai Havertz there, but Arsenal couldn't hold on to possession, and it's an infringement against Arsenal there as Atlanta's Matthew Ruggeri was brought down there, and it's going to be a Kolasinac was brought down there, and it's going to be a free kick to Monaco to Atlanta in that encounter. The former Arsenal defender was brought down there by Kai Havertz, and it's Atlanta who are back in possession. Zappacosta returns it to City and will go straight into the middle of the park, finds Isak finds Kolasinac, returns it back to the goalkeeper. Marco is going to take a long one, tries to tease Ademola Lookman, but that's we get it straight into the hands of the Nigerian winger. Is throwing to Arsenal, and is Ben White who fancy taking the throwing from the Gunners there, and the Arsenal right back will be waiting for this moment. We're straight in the 20th minute. It's still 0-0 in that game. Monaco coming close again through Mbolo there, but that was an important block from Kubasi, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, beautiful block there from the 17 years old Barcelona defender. And these days Barcelona starting 11 is looking more like under 17, under 20 than looking like more like a senior team. Let's see what these young girls will be bringing to this party against this experienced Monaco team. And Arsenal still 0-0 in the 20th minute. Game restarted. Kolasinac on the ball there, returns it back to the goalkeeper Marco Kaneseshi. Marco Kaneseshi will hold on to that, sends a long one, tries to tease up. The run is over the Kalaskari there, and we lost possession. It's going to roll out for a throw into the Gunners, and it's Gabriel who holds on to the ball, drops it for Julian Tiba. The Netherlands left back there will be taking this throw in for Arsenal. In the 21st minute of this game, Arsenal will throwing. What would they make out of this? Still waiting to see. Drops the ball straight into the fence and finds Gabriel. Gabriel with the ball there for Arsenal. Switches and sends it to his centre back Pierre William Saliba. Saliba will drop it for the goalkeeper David Raya. Raya comes out with the ball. Still holds on to the ball. Holds on to possession for Arsenal. I'm not in a rush to send that out. Raya will take a long one. Tries to tease the run of Gabriel Martinelli. And the Brazilian was shielded off that ball there. But still Arsenal in possession of the ball. But out for a throwing to Arsenal right now, and Gabriel Martinelli there will want Arsenal throwing, and it's going to be throwing for the Gunners, and which Julian Timber will be taking. We're straight into the 21st minute. Time fast ticking in this one. We're still waiting for a first goal in that game between Atlanta and Arsenal. Will it be Arsenal getting the first goal in this one after dominating possession for the past 20 minutes of this encounter, or will it be Atlanta getting the first one? Throwing to Arsenal. Arsenal pick their throw in and come straight into the middle of the park there, and there's Partey on the ball there, returns it into the fence, that finds Gabriel comes forward and returns it back into the hands of his centre back Pierre there. And yes, Arsenal moving straight out of the blocks there, sends it straight into the part of Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz comes into the middle, finds Partey. And yes, Arsenal moving forward there. What would they make out of this? An important block there from Zappacosta, but still one back by Arsenal, who looks to roll out for a goal chance there, but lost possession in the middle of the park as Isak wins possession there, and Atlanta coming all out right now through the left right position there, Let's see what they will be making out of Zappacosta on the ball there. Goes back into the middle of the park and finds Charles on the Catalari there, who goes back into the hands of his midfielder teammate there. Ademola Lookman on the ball there as they look to come out against Arsenal in this one. It might just be a chance for them to move there, and it was an important block, but Ademola Lookman regains possession, but the referee spotted an infringement. Oh, sorry, that is Ederson there, sorry. And he is on a yellow card in this account already. Just 23 minutes into this game, he's on a yellow card, so he really needs to be careful. So he won't be getting his matching order in that account. And back into that game after conceding a goal which was cancelled. Still Brest has finally scored one against Stormgrass in that encounter. So it's Brest who are currently leading against Grass 1-0 in that encounter. And back to play in this one. David Raya sporting the jersey number 22 for Arsenal. He was adjudged as the best goalkeeper in EPL last season after having the highest number of clean sheets. We'll be taking this free kick for Arsenal, and it takes a long one, sends that straight into no man's land there. Gabriel Jesus couldn't get onto that, but Arsenal regains possession. Referee spotted an infringement in the middle of the park, and it's going to be a free kick to Atlanta. It was Ederson, the Atlanta midfielder, who was brought down there by Kai Havertz, and it's going to be a free kick to Atlanta. We are straight into the 24th minute, and it's still 0-0.
Yeah, straight into the 24th minute here. It's still goalless in this encounter. Brest have gotten one back again against Stormgrass right there, and Atlanta, Arsenal goalless, and Monaco, Barcelona still goalless. 1-0. Sorry, 1-0. So the Mala coming to you. Yeah, with this result right now, and with this scoreline, sorry, do you see the Barcelona squad motivated? I didn't see that spirit in them during when they were playing the La Liga. It's missing here.
Well, I think the first 10 minutes before Eric Garcia went for that silly mistake. I think Barcelona were really dominating the play. So I think after he got the red card, there was a bit it is normal. There is a little bit of the game tempo reduced a bit coming from Barcelona, and I think Monaco did something right by knowing that okay, yes, this team look they are not really stabilized right now. Then they got the much needed first goal. But who says Barcelona can still come back into this game? No, Barcelona can still get a draw if not a victory here. What I'm just really concerned is if Barcelona can just keep this scoreline the way it is, or try get one goal at the first 45 minutes.
So you're still expecting Barcelona to get a victory in this one? Okay.
Probably yes. Now who says they can't?
All right.
Right. Okay. Sure, you can continue.
Okay, back in play there is Marco Caneseshi with the ball there and drops it into the middle of the park there to his centre back there, and is the player spotting number 23 there, Said Kolasinac, the former Arsenal defender, sends it to Isak. Isak goes straight to Barrett. Barrett with the ball takes a long one into the middle of the park, and the striker Retegui there with go for that. He has got a free kick rightly by the referee, and it was quickly taken there, but the center referee says no, he wants that retaken. And talking about Matteo Retegui, the forward for Atalanta in this account. Atalanta are really trying to come up against the Gunners in this one, but they're still finding it hard to create any meaningful chances against the Gunners at the front there. And still 0-0 in that encounter between Atlanta and it's still 0-0 between Atlanta and Arsenal, as we're going straight into the 26th minute of this encounter. A throw into Atlanta, takes that fast, and sends it to Barrett in this back line there, and Barrett will go straight into the hands of Isak Hen in the middle of the park. Isak Hen will come forward with the ball there, drops it into the pocket space, and finds his teammate there. Ademola Lookman on the ball there for Atlanta, steals onto the ball there just to go straight into the wing there, and Atlanta will look to create a pocket pass there as it's come back into the middle of the park. Trace passes with Kolasinac there, and still Atlanta in the middle of the park. And here is Ederson, sends his front and finds Retegui there, and yeah, still Atlanta with the ball possession there. Looks to send the cross into the park there, and it looks to go back into midfield. Cross finally into the box there, and that was easily dispossessed by the Gunners of centre back. And it's Atletico Madrid who has equalized against RB Leipzig in that one. So scores correction. I think VAR has cancelled that goal, and still 1-0 RB Leipzig lead. And yeah, it's Zappacosta with a cross into the box there, but there was no Atlanta player to get onto the end of that finally, and is straight into the hands of Matthew Ruggieri there, who comes into the middle of the park. Ademola Lookman with the ball, sends it down cross into the box there, and easily dispossessed by the Gunners centre back there. Still Atlanta enjoying the better share of possession. Isak with the ball there, and what will Isak make out of this? Sends it straight into the hands of Kolasinac. Kolasinac comes forward with the ball there, finds Matthew wheels onto the ball, returns it to Kolasinac in the defense there, finds his midfield teammate there, and yeah, still Atlanta in possession. What would they make? Chose to go back into the hands of the goalkeeper Marco Caneseshi there. there.
Wow.
Essentially out of his box and coming forward there. And I can see that one making wow there, probably for that save from Test again, who has considered one. Beautiful chance there for AS Monaco, but the finishing was just not there from the Monaco player. Beautiful play, but just a bad of finishing there from what will have been a chance for them to get a second goal in that game. But Monaco are still looking like the threatening side in this game between them and Barcelona. Back to the game between Arsenal and Atalanta. Arsenal coming all out right now, sends a cross into the box, easily dispossessed and blocked there by Kolasinac, but still Arsenal were back in possession. Kai Havertz on the ball there, chose to go back into the hands of William Saliba. Saliba with the ball goes back into the middle of the park there, and Arsenal coming all out right now and tries to send it straight into the path of Gabriel Jesus, which forced Atalanta into making an error pass there, and Isak and will send that out there, and that should be a corner kick. But it looks like the referee says no. That was an offside call. Yes, rightly given. It was an offside call against the Brazil striker there. I'm talking about Gabriel Jesus, who is captain in Arsenal tonight. Let's see if the Gunners will get this one. Barcelona. Lami Yamal with that response. 10-man Barcelona are back in this game. And who else than that man that they can always call on? The 17 years old kid doing wonders for Barcelona. Lami Yamal with the instant
first Champions League goal
for Arsenal. That's for Barcelona, and that is his first Champions League goal for Barcelona, FC Barcelona. Game on in that game between Monaco and Barcelona. 1-1 as it stands.
1-1 as it stands. How do you rate that movement? Look at that beautiful movement there.
Well, I think a typical Barcelona stuff. This just, you need to look at Pau Kubasi. This guy knows, he has those pick-up passes so well. I think credit to him to be able to locate Lami Yamal from that from the other second half of Barcelona 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 part. So I think right wing. So I think good one from him. I need to. We all need to really respect Lami Yamal. He really stood his ground. He knew there was every possibility the ball might beat the Monaco defender. He kept his calm, and once he got the ball, just one thing. Just like typical Lami Yamal stuff, he caught you, and just a typical goal for every left footer. They caught in and they try and strike. So I think good one for him. And I think one
beautiful thing about Lami Yamal right now is the goals he's adding to his game. I think as a flick formation going up front, in a triangular movement has really worked the movement. Has really worked the magic for Lami Yamal, because you don't really know who you're marking when the Barcelona trio are moving forward, and they always create openings there. Yes, a chance for Atalanta, but they won't be getting that chance there. What a caller there in what will have been the first real trade there, and it's Charles the Catalier there. With that chance for Atalanta. Look at that beautiful hold-up play from the striker Matteo Retegui there, but that finishing touch wasn't there from Charles there, Catalari there. He hasn't learned it well from his Belgium teammate Calvin De Bruyne, who possibly will have put that into the back of the net from that move there. But beautiful to see that Atalanta are coming out against the Gunners as we approach half an hour mark of football in Atalanta. It's still 0-0 between Atalanta and Arsenal, and also 1-1 in that game between Barcelona and Monaco.
All right, to our viewers, I know we want to thank you for always staying tuned with us, but we want to send a warning to those sending spam, sending link into our comment section. I warned yesterday, and then if you some people are already sending it, we are assuring you we're going to report you to Facebook, and you will be banned from Facebook. Don't try it again. Don't try it again. And to our viewers who are sending us good messages, say thank you. Keep doing that, and you always get the best of Premier Sport.
Straight back is Charles on the ball there for Atlanta. Barrett on Gistiti coming out for its ball for Atlanta in that one. Still Atlanta in possession of the ball. Sends it back to Isaken, the centre back there, who finds Kolasinac on the far left there. From the room, Martin the room comes forward there, finds Charles there, and the cross into the box from Zappa Costa there, but that's won't threaten Arsenal. Still Barrett on the ball there for Atlanta. Returns it back into the middle of the park, finds the end in the fence there, and finds his teammate there. And what will they make out of this? Sends it into the pocket of post there, position there, finds Ademola Lookman, who returns it back into the middle of the park and back in possession of the ball as they look to come out against the Gunners. And the captain there, Martin the room, with the ball there, just to go out wide. Finds Zappacosta, the former Chelsea defender there. Finds Charles on the ball there. Beats his man, steals onto the ball, tries to tease one with Zappacosta, who couldn't hold on to that ball, and it's finally out for a throw into Arsenal. We are straight into the 34th minute and still 0-0 in that account. Barcelona 1, Monaco 1, also right there in France, and also Atletico Madrid in that game against RB Leipzig, which is in the 30th minute. It's still 1-1 in that account, and still Brest are leading against Sturm Graz in that one 1-0. So those are the 4 matches currently going on in the UEFA Champions League as we approach on the 35th minute in this account. 10 more minutes to go in first half. Who is going to get the first blood? Who is going to draw the first blood in this game between Atalanta and Arsenal? Only time will tell.
All right, away from Barcelona, Dolakbo, I only read the Arsenal play. It's like they are not. This is not the Arsenal we used to know. They don't have bite like we used to see.
Well, maybe not really. I think the only thing missing in this Arsenal team has to be the what other guys really bring into the play. Because in a game like this, whereby this Atalanta team, a team that gives freedom to play football. It's not about physicality. It's about fluidity, and I think Odegaard would have a fit Odegaard in this type of match would be one of those matches whereby you will see those quality of Odegaard, because he has those line breaking passes, and I think that with a player like Gabriel Jesus with his load up play, having a certain Odegaard around him would have been a better one. But still, it has not really been a bad day for Arsenal. It has just been that the attack wise they've not really had that attack instinct in the Atlanta goal post. They've not really tested the goalkeeper so much, and I think for the Atlanta also they've been doing everything right. Probably they are still trying to play into the coach plan of maybe let's just keep the first 45 minutes at home. Let's keep, if we can't win, let's just get a draw. Probably when we get into the 70th minute, 80th minute, we trust the Italian team. If this the Italian supporters, so if this game is still 0-0 to the 70th minute or 80th minute at the Italian stadium at Atlanta home, I think, man, Arsenal will really have a lot to fight for if they don't get it, if they don't get a go fast.
Okay, straight in the 35th minute, approaching the 36 minutes in that account, and also is Monaco having a free kick against Barcelona. The fans are sending this into the box area. It's Marius Berry, chance for a second goal, and it's a goal. It looks like that VAR result there says it's an offside there. Sorry, the linesman up there says that that will have really bounced on the Barcelona fans there. A chance there for Monaco. There's still more time to come in this game. We're still straight into the 36 minutes. Monaco can still get their second goal against Barcelona in this account. They're looking pressing against the Barcelona, who got their own goal against the run of play in that account. It's going to be a free kick to Barcelona, and the goalkeeper, the German, now test again with Fancy taking this one for Barcelona, and back into the game between Arsenal and Atalanta. Arsenal coming out right now, finds Bukayo Saka. Saka drops it into the middle of the park there, and yes, still Gunners coming all out right now. Sparta on the ball there. What Partey makes, tries to find that pass, but that's going straight, and it's going out for a goal kick to Atlanta, as the Arsenal midfielder there, Declan Rice, couldn't get onto that ball for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus has been chasing almost all the ball there, but haven't gotten a goal for the Gunners. I can't really remember the last time he started for Arsenal, but he has been out injured so much, but he's back in the starting 11 for Arsenal tonight. And as Kai Havertz has really gone into the middle of the park, and I think they've really missed the order play of Kai Havertz up front in this encounter, because we know how much Kai Havertz tries to drop balls up to him whenever he's playing for Arsenal. He just make sure that they are not giving them that opening, and in the process of attacking, they make themselves so wide enough against opponents, which is really hard to cope by. But I think on defensive wise, Arsenal has really done very well in this game, just the same way we saw it in that Arsenal against Tottenham game over the weekend. It was the defense who kept them in that game, and same thing has really happened in this game. They've kept the Atlanta's strikers off in this encounter, but let's see for how long they can do that in this game. Zappacosta on the ball there for Atlanta. Sorry, that is Charles on the ball there, comes inward with the ball there. What will he make out of that? Returns it to Deron, and Deron will hold on to the ball, sends it back to Isaken. Isaken finds his teammate there, and Atlanta comes out once again in the 38th minute of this encounter, looking dangerous for that first goal. Ademola Lookman on the ball there, drops it straight into the wing there, and yeah, they move out. Let's see what they'll be making out of this. Back into, still looking for that pocket pass there, and sends it back into the part of Ademola Lookman. And yes, still Atlanta in possession. What will they make out of this? Finds himself on the box there. Yeah, might just be a chance for Atlanta into the box there, but went straight into a crowded Arsenal defense. That was Ruggeri who couldn't get good end onto that ball. They were straight in the 40th minute. 5 more minutes to go in first half. It's still 0-0 between Atalanta and Arsenal.
Yeah, still 0-0 between these two sides, and it has been a fierce battle anyway. And this is what we get when we, watch the Champions League. And no. Now looking at it with this new format, I think it looks like the teams need to win whether away or home.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
is
more
it.
way now.
That is the most important thing.
And the seriousness to win is different from the other one.
Yeah,
Because sometimes when you are playing away, you just want to get a draw. But now you want to get a win.
Yeah, now every team is just banking on getting victories, because at the end of the day, it's going to be points accumulation that will have 16 teams making a round straight into the round of 16. So I think every team knows they knows what is at stake right now, that they have to get some victories on the run or at home. And the beautiful thing about it is that you don't have home that you'll be depending on. That's okay. After, if I lose this one or if I draw this one, let me make calculation and come back to home to get a victory. So that is why it's very much important for teams to get victories right now. Although a lot of players have been complaining about the numbers of fixtures they are playing right now. We saw what's it called, Real Madrid captain, what's his name, Cavajaj, also talked about it, that probably will be having players going on strike because of the high number of games that they are playing year in a year calendar. It's really worrisome where you're having a player playing close to 90 games a year in a calendar year. It's really they're really worn out. And not just Cavajaj talking about that. We saw what's it called, Kevin De Bruyne also talk about it. Talked about possibility of players going on strike. Even Rodri also talked about it. So it tells on the players, because they are the one on the pitch, and the more the number, the more fatigue that these players get. So I think FIFA and the UEFA really needs to come around and try and find something doing about that calendar for these players, so that we can really enjoy the joy of watching football. I think one of the biggest moment around the world has to be football. It's one thing that brings people together when it comes to bantering, not bantering alone, even bringing friends and making friends off the game of football. Back into that game between Atalanta and Arsenal. Still Atalanta threatening the Gunners and looking for the first goal in this one. Zappacosta on the ball there, chose to go back into the middle of the park there and finds his teammate Charles on the ball. Charles sends it back to the captain in the room, who finds Ederson. Ederson will go straight onto the wing there, finds Kolasinac to Ruggeri back to Kolasinac, and he's still Atalanta with the ball there, tries to switch position, tries to get his teammate on. Wow, what a wrong header there from Julian Timber, and he's going to roll out for a throw-in. Zappacosta, the former Chelsea defender, will stand on that and takes it straight and finds Barrett, is the right back in this account. Barrett holds onto the ball there, returns it to the middle, finds the room straight, finds Ederson. Ederson goes out wide, finds Ruggeri with a cross into the box there, and is that player there, Retigi, who was trying to get onto that. Arsenal clears the alliance. Isak swing position. Bukayo Saka regains position for Arsenal. Arsenal sends it straight into the middle of the park there, but the striker and captain there, Gabriel Jesus, lost possession there, and is going to go out for a free kick to Atalanta in the 43rd minute. Arsenal hasn't really gotten their mojo in this game. They've not really come to the party against Atalanta, who are really growing in spirit against the Gunners in this encounter. We're straight into the 43rd minute. 2 more minutes to halftime break.
Yeah, 2 more minutes to halftime break, and the two teams still sizing each other. Dolokwa, what do you think? Do you think there is any possible substitution as a field can bring into this and can bring a little bit balance?
Well, I think the major problem here right now has to be that the midfield, the pivot. And now, if you look, the player that went out is Levi Garcia. There is a certain Marc Casedo who is on this field. He's just having his first season, and it's really showing here. The midfield is really empty. And if you look at the Barcelona bench right now, there is no typical midfielder on the bench right now that you can really count. I think what just matters, even defensively, probably if there was a certain Christensen, we've seen him play there last season under Xavi. He played. He's injured. He's out injured. So looking at, if you go back to the bench now, you're having the likes of Hector Felt and Co. These are still young talents. So I really don't know what can really just happen. But also what happens is, if the defense line can just really hold up to this Monaco attack, but really, for how long will they do that? That's just what really matters.
That is the big question for how long will Barcelona keep on sucking pressure against Monaco in this encounter. It currently sits 1-1 at the 44th minute in that encounter in Monaco, and also in that game between Arsenal and Atalanta. We are straight into the 44th minute. It's still 0-0. David Raya with a long goal kick for Arsenal. There's lost possession immediately as going to roll out for a throw into the Gunners as we approach the 45th minute of the second half. Still 44 minutes though. 1 more minute into halftime break, and yes, Arsenal with a throw in. Ben White will take this for Arsenal. Takes a long one, sends it into the box. Here might just be a chance for Arsenal. Will they be getting a goal off this one? But Chelsea go back into the middle of the park, finds the Aston midfielder Thomas Partey, who looks onto the wings there, finds Gabriel, and Gabriel Martinelli will want to take a run against against Zappa Costa there, but chose to go back inward into the middle. Partey on the ball there and tries to tease one pass with his Arsenal teammate, but Gabriel couldn't get hold of that, and also Gabriel Martinelli was lost in thought and is going to roll out for a throwing to Atalanta as we are getting straight into the 45th minute of this game. It has really been a tactical brilliance there between Glenn Pero Gasperini and the Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, as both teams has really sized each other up in this encounter. Just one yellow card in this game, and it was Ederson who got that yellow card. Ederson plays for Atalanta and is back in possession. Atalanta currently in possession, sends it back to the goalkeeper Marco Canaseshi. And Marco Canaseshi comes inward into the defense there, finds Said Kolasinac. Kolasinac goes back to the to Isaken there. Isaken on the ball there, and Matthew de Groom will come in deep to win possession or gain possession for his team there. Returns it back. Isak on the ball there, finds the captain Martin. Martin with the ball, returns it to Isak. Isak comes inward there, finds Kolasinac. Kolasinac with the ball. We have just 1 minute additional time in that game between Atalanta and Arsenal. We're fast. 1 minute is fast. Eating deep into that one. And let's say even one team will be getting us or be giving us a late dramas in this encounter. Straight into the hands of Barrett. Barrett on the ball. Tries to tease one straight into the hands of Zappa Costa, but Zappa Costa won't be getting onto that ball. And Sturmgrass has equalized against Stade Brest in that encounter. And it's currently 1-1 between Sturmgrass and Stade Brest in that encounter. We're straight into the last 10 seconds of first half in between Arsenal and Atalanta. Who is going to break the deadlock in this one? Still Arsenal in possession. Bukayo Saka on the ball there, comes inward and finds Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey turns beautifully in the middle of the park there, finds his Arsenal teammate William Saliba. Saliba sends it onto the wing there, and Simpson, the referee, the referee said he has seen enough in this first half, as the first half ended up 0-0 between Atalanta and Arsenal. What a game we are having right there in Italy.
Wow, what a game. The 4 games playing simultaneously in the Champions League. All other 3 games I've seen both teams score, except the game between Atalanta versus Arsenal that is still goalless, and it is halftime in that encounter. Stormgrass just equalized, and that made the 3 teams, that is Atletico Madrid, Red Bull Leipzig 1-1, Brest Storm 1-1, Monaco Barcelona 1-1, even with a red card. And that is how it goes right now. And any moment from now, I'm very sure the first half will come to an end, and the match between Arsenal and Atalanta, that one has come to an end. And let's quickly look at the stats of that first half. And already Shegu read it before, and we can see that Atalanta still maintain highest number of the ball percentage possession, 61 to 49. And but Arsenal have actually created more chances, 5-1. Goal attempt 5-1 there. Then if you look at the numbers of corner kick is 1-1 at least, Then yellow card, just 1 yellow card in this encounter, and it's to Atalanta. That is the start of the first half.
Okay, you can hear that sound from Solomon. The start for the first half. Let's see, we'll be getting the first goal in that game between Atlanta and Arsenal. But really, it has really been an interesting first half. But just that the goals did come in. Reminds me of that game between Manchester City and Inter Milan yesterday. An interesting game of football. Really a fierce battle between both teams. Though they didn't get a goal, but you could really see the tactical brilliance of both managers in that encounter. That is the effect when you come out. And I think it's the first time in a long time I've really seen a team held their own against Manchester City. Well, that's is what is happening in this game between Atalanta and Arsenal. They've really cut out all Arsenal press in the second half. This is not the real Arsenal we used to see in the PL. And in this game, Atalanta has really, just neutralize them. Neutralize them in the second half, which is really good for Atalanta. But for how long can they neutralize Arsenal? Because they also are not getting into the Arsenal box. We've not seen Ademola Lookman, goes on those runs the way he loves moving with the ball. The Arsenal defenders stop facing off against Ben White and William Saliba has really also neutralized him also in this game. But there's always a share of brilliance between these two players. Talking about Bukayo Saka for Arsenal and Ademola Lookman for Atalanta. In a twinkle of an eye, they can change the face of this game.
In a twinkle of an eye, they can change the face of this game. And the fall matches now, all matches are on half time right now. And it's this stand that 3 teams are having both teams score here, except the game between Atalanta and Arsenal. And Dolakwa, what are you expecting in the second half here?
Well, Barcelona game.
Yeah, right? Barcelona game.
Well, I think
good Barcelona and Arsenal.
Okay, let's start with the Barcelona game. I think good 45 minutes. My only one doing here has to be Monaco right now. You have 5 shots on target in the first 45 minutes, and you are just converting only 1. Monaco should have really ended this game in the first 45 minutes because they had so many chances. Which I felt like maybe they should be 2 goals up or 3, like 3-1 by now. So I think Barcelona, one good thing there is they had a chance, they were able to convert it. Then if the second half, they might also have one more chance doing from the one-off play, and they just locked everything up. So I think Monaco really needs to come into the second. If they feel like they really want to win this game, they need to come into the second 45 minutes and start converting those chances. It's not about just creating them. You really need to convert them. You saw the Barcelona goal. It was a chance from really nothing. And they got it. But Monaco has really been there. They've been in the Barcelona box 18 and have been unable to convert. Just converting 1 chance, and I feel like maybe even when they got that chance, it was immediately after Barcelona got the red card. So the tempo of the Barcelona defense was really, really down. So I think good one from Barcelona so far for me, because I felt like Monaco had the game in their hand this 45 minutes.
Talking about the possession here, we see that Monaco actually dominated the possession by 52 to 48.
Wow.
And 10 goal attempts for Monaco, and just 2 for Barcelona. Shot on goal was 5. And 1 for Barcelona. If you look at the corner kick, just 1, and Barcelona had no corner kick. Yeah, Shegun.
Rightly, I think they dominated Barcelona in the second time, thanks to that red card from Eric Garcia, and that has really turned the face of the game against his team in this one. And that's why you see Monaco looking like the better side in the second half. Having more chances than Barcelona is what you expect, but it has really been a disappointing one from Barcelona. But you have to look at how clinical Barcelona has been in front of goal, having just 2 total shots in this encounter, and utilizing and turning 1 into a goal shows that yes, they are a team that Monaco needs to be scared of when they come out to attack against them. But Monaco really needs to do better than having 10 shots in the first half and just 1 goal. Shows how wasteful they've been in front of goal. We saw that chance that they missed, almost looking like a one beat one situation with the goal, with the Barcelona goalkeeper there, but they couldn't utilize it. But they have to do better in the second half, because who says a 10-man team can really beat a 11 team? It's 11-man team, sorry. So it's still very much possible for Barcelona to come back in the second half and still a victory over Monaco. If Monaco are really not doing the needful in front of goal, they need to put goals into the back of the net in this game.
All right, let's look at the bench of Barcelona in this encounter and see which player the team can come on for Barcelona to actually help change the face of the game by, where we have Astralaga as one of the goalkeeper on the bench. We have Barcelona having like 3 goalkeepers here. Yeah, no, 2 goalkeepers, having like 2 goalkeepers here on the bench, where we have Astralaga and Penar on the bench for Barcelona. And then we have Kunkar, then Dominguez and Safati is on the bench. Fernandez is on the bench. We have 2 Fernandez here, Fernandez A and Fernandez G. Then we have Fort on the bench, Martins on the bench, Penar on the bench, Torres on the bench, and Ferran Torres on the bench, then Victor also on the bench.
Well, I think the only, with the way this the game is going, I think where the problem has to be right now is the Barcelona midfield. The defense are doing everything right. Attack wise also, they are getting it right. I think the only proper midfielder in this team has to be Pablo Torre. But Pablo Torre is more or less like an attacking midfielder, and having a certain Pedri and Pablo Torre on this field.
We have a caller here. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Bidemi, calling from Abuja.
Abidemi Aluko, how do you do today?
I'm fine, and you?
I thank God we are good here. So the match is on right now. Which of this team are you supporting right now Yeah, Manchester United is not playing.
No, I'm just commenting on the Champions League actually. So I'm a Man fan. Yeah.
Yeah. We saw your team yesterday. It came and they won. 7-0 yesterday, right? Manchester United.
Yeah, 7-0.
Yes.
Wow. After a very long time, what happened yesterday? You know.
They played
What happened?
They played against Barnsley.
They played against Barnsley.
It's not like they played against a good team. So why are they celebrating? Don't tell me you are celebrating that 7-0 victory.
No, but we should celebrating for long. It's not seen that kind of
against Barnsley.
But Barnsley is not the team.
They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Change their momentum.
All right. Barcelona is playing. Arsenal is playing. Atalanta is playing. Monaco play. Atletico Madrid playing. Which of these teams do you have a soft spot for?
I actually want to tell the guy in the middle.
Okay.
For Barcelona. I think playing position. Maybe I will. Let's say Barca will give them a fighting spirit.
They'll beat them what?
Fighting spirit.
Okay. Yeah.
They need a.
That's what they really
fighting
need. Yes,
spirit.
they really need that sense of believing.
All right.
Like Lewandowski, for instance.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He said they should bring their fighting spirit.
Yes,
it's like he's absent here.
Yes,
Where did they put
But the
spirit?
problem is against the Monaco team. But though I think Barcelona they've not really done bad to me, because I think we need to look at Lewandowski. Where will those passes come from? Eric Garcia is no more in this game. A certain Marc Casado, that is the defensive midfielder, is inexperienced. This is his first Champions League game. He's just playing like he's just got registered into La Liga. This is just his first season right now. If Pedri decides to leave this guy, should go up and attack and create those chances, you can see Rafinha. He has not really been in this game. He has just been running about those key passes, and we know the Lewandowski of today is not more the Lewandowski of years back that can really drag back. He needs someone that can get the ball to his foot. That's just the problem here. But now, who is the player to get him those balls? That's just the problem. Probably if it was Eric Garcia was still on this game, and probably if the red card was maybe Casado that got it, I think that experience will still be there. But the experience and Pedri going forward will be a very risky one. Because that's like, even with Pedri staying back and Rafinha falling back, they are still playing Barcelona half feed. So I just don't know, Sha, but let's just see how the second 45 minutes goes.
The bench is so empty.
It's empty. Honestly,
It's empty.
What
bench
of
is empty.
Ansu Fati?
Ansu Fati is an attacker.
When
He will
last-
give
when
almost
last
the
did
same
he- when
thing
last did he
Rafinha and what's his name, Lamine Yamal will give.
Rafinha Uncle.
Rafinha is on the
Rafinha
field,
is on the pitch.
Yeah.
Rafinha is playing. Rafinha is playing.
and had it been there is a proper defender now, we can look at maybe probably Pau Kubazi can decide to, maybe I would have said okay, take off from Marc Casado and bring in.
Pedri and Gavi.
Gavi is injured.
Gavi is injured. What about Pedri? Say what about Pedri?
Pedri is on the field.
Pedri is already on the field playing.
But this against Monaco is also an experienced team, now a big team for that matter. So I think this is the best they can give for now.
Aluku, it's like you love Barcelona because I wonder how you take. I wonder how you manage to know these players.
Let me tell him to. Let me give him a prediction that can.
Okay.
I'll give back a 3-1.
3-1.
Let me.
Wow.
You know, back to back. Sorry, Aluku, I've gotten this prediction right. Back to back twice.
He's going to miss this one.
Oh,
There's no Barcelona.
I don't know. Sorry, Aluku. They say you're going to miss this prediction.
There's no Barcelona is winning. This.
Well, it's a game of football, so and anything is impossible in football.
For Barcelona.
3-1. I say 3-1. All right, it's still possible. Let's see. To the
I
end
don't
of the
know,
game,
maybe
it's still
second half
possible.
Monaco also might just get a center.
It's possible, but it's a game of football. But 3-1 is actually a big number. They were all totally dominated in the first half, and it's still going to resume that way in the second half. You look at that man up front for what's it called for Monaco, Embolo. He's always a crazy striker against any team. Even when he plays for Switzerland, and he will always be a big worry for the Barcelona centre back. So there's no way they are going to commit more men going forward. That is one of the things that's limited
Lewandowski.
Pedri in this first half. He had to go back and try to form a pair with Casado in the middle of the park. So they are really at it's really at the detrimental of Barcelona right now for them to try and attack. It's just against the run of play that it's possible for them to get a goal, just like the way Lamine Yamal. You have to now depend on individual brilliance of your wingers and strikers, and you expect your strikers to be clinical in front of goal for them to really get a goal against this Monaco team. So it's really crazy when you look at Monaco bench and you still see the likes of Golovin on the bench, and these are players that can come in and change the face of game for Monaco.
So, Luko, you can hear what they're saying. So we are in for a long day in this encounter, but hey, football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
That's the beauty of football.
Yeah, the beauty of football. So we'll be waiting for 90 minutes to see how it goes. Probably towards the run of the game, Monaco can also get a red card.
Yeah, everything get balanced.
That is football.
Yes.
Hello, I can hear you. All right. Yeah, we do hope so. Then what about
If Monaco have a red card in the second half, Barcelona will win the game then. Barcelona will win the game then. No, trust me, a complete Barcelona away from had it been maybe Garcia did not really go in for that silly mistake. Barcelona will be leading them. You won't see Monaco dominate Barcelona like this. That's one thing about Hansi Flick. You will hardly dominate him. That's one thing. Even if we go, you can check him out on Bayern Munich when he was, I think, when he coached the German national team. Also, even prior to him being sacked, he will always dominate play. That's one thing about him. So it's just really sad like this. It's happening like this on the first day of.
That fantastic player who you can always bring off the bench and expect, and you always get 100% performance from him. So I think he might be coming in Monaco in that encounter, because those are the quality of players I'm seeing on this Barcelona team list.
All right, the second half have commenced, and we'll be expecting a lot in the second half as Shego continues to run the commentary.
Okay, yes, that's the start of second half during that game between Atalanta and Arsenal. Right now, Arsenal playing from the left of my screen, while Atalanta are moving from the right of my screen, sporting their blue jersey with black stripes, while Arsenal are playing in their red jersey attire, the home attire for Arsenal, as they look to come out against Monaco. As they look to come out against Atalanta in this one. Still Arsenal in possession, starting from where they stop in the first half. Let's see if the Gunners will be getting a victory in this one. Back into the middle of the park there, and it's that's Ghanaian Thomas Partey on the ball there, just to go straight into the hands of Declan Rice. Still Arsenal in possession as they look to attack in this one. What will they make out of this? Sends it back into the middle of the park. Still the Gunners in possession. Arsenal returns it back into the middle of the park, and yeah, he's Rice, that is Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, on the ball there, just to go straight onto the wing there, and it's Gabriel Martinelli on the ball for Arsenal, comes inward and returns it back to the centre back and finds his Arsenal teammate. Arsenal in possession, kind of have lost possession in a dangerous position there, and Arsenal regains possession, but the referee says no, there was an infringement there, and it's going to be a free kick. It's Anderson was brought down there by the German Kai Havertz, as we are going straight into the 48th minute of this game, still 0-0, and the start of second half in all centres in Europe right now. And the beautiful thing is that it all ended in draw at halftime. Arsenal, Monaco against Barcelona ended 1-1 at halftime. But Arsenal against Atlanta ended 0-0 at halftime. Atletico Madrid against RB Leipzig ended 1-1 at halftime, and also Brest against Storm Grass.
Wow, Lookman,
yeah, might just be a chance there.
That's not Lookman. It's a penalty.
Lookman brought down there.
Is it Lookman? No, Ederson. That's the penalty.
That wasn't
it's
given
a clearing
one.
It's a clearing penalty.
Let's see if that will be given, as the referee is communicating with VAR there.
It's a clear one. Silly one from Thomas Partey.
There first, Thomas Partey have his hand around. Yes, this should be a penalty.
This should be a penalty
there in the box. He gave out that chance to Ederson, and Ederson took advantage of it. Had his hand around the Brazilian, who went down in the box, and the chance for Atlanta to get one over Arsenal in this one, if that penalty is being given. But there were crushes on his leg there, and this should be given as a penalty to Atlanta. We are waiting to see if the center ref will be giving this.
Where is the penalty? Though it was not intentional, but there was a contact,
so it should be a penalty. There's no need for it to be intentional. It was in the box, and you have to be so much careful with how you go into tackles in the box. Right from the outside, he had his hand all over Ederson there. That's when Ederson was approaching the box. He should be removing his hand from his body. This encounter, the big man up front there, Matteo Retegui, will be going ahead against David Raya in this encounter. Let's see if Retegui will be able to get one over the Arsenal goalkeeper in this game. A chance for Atlanta to get their first goal in this game. And the 25 years old Italian striker will be going up ahead against this big goalkeeper there, the best goalkeeper in EPL, David Raya. A chance for Atlanta to get one in this game. Will it be a goal, or will it be a big save for David Raya? The referee says that should be played right now. Sporting jersey number 32, the centre forward for Atlanta, Retegui, going against David Raya. Spots his run and takes it slowly and goes straight. What a big save!
Wow. No, I think Vertonghen should be doing better for that rebound.
That is
He should be doing better. The first one I might not really blame, but for this second one, he had all his time. What's that? He should be doing better.
Where else not did that too?
Did he go in?
No.
Did he cross the line?
I think he was on the line. He was on the line. But
He should be doing better here.
Look at that.
He was even celebrating away. He was running away to celebrate without even getting the ball into the back of the net. That was good save there from David Raya.
Whoa, what from that rebound? He should be doing better there
in this game, and that was a disappointing penalty there for Martin Retegui in the second half. Still, Atlanta with a chance there and a long shot there, but that won't threaten the Arsenal goalkeeper. And this might just propel Arsenal to come out against Atlanta and probably motivate them to get a goal. Really disappointing one from the striker there. That was a poor penalty for his standards. You expect him to do better, but he just chose to go AWire in that moment. Yes, Atlanta were back in possession. Is Isak N on the ball there, returns it back and finds this defense center, his defense partner there, Barrett on the ball there, returns it to Isak. Isak finds Kolasinac. Kolasinac sends it to Ruggeri, and Ruggeri tries to tame the run or try to seize the run of Ademola Lookman, but that was easily dispossessed. Ademola takes a fast throw for Atlanta there, finds Ederson with the ball there, returns it to Kolasinac. Kolasinac finds Isak on the ball there for Atlanta, and comes forward with the ball there for Atlanta. What would they make out of this? Sends back to the goalkeeper Marco. Marco holds onto the ball in what would be a chance for him to actually reduce the pressure against Atlanta in this one. Marco Kaneseshi will take a long one for AS Roma, sends a long one deep there, but easily dispossessed. And it's going to be a throw into Atlanta as we approach the 53rd minute of this game.
Wow, what a penalty save there. It was a beautiful one, and the rebound also was saved, and that's what actually keep Arsenal in this game. And so far after that penalty, Atlanta has been the better side, stringing passes around, dominating possession, attacking against Arsenal. We've not seen really much of Arsenal attacking back against Atlanta in this encounter. Now I wonder how they're going to win this match.
Well. Who says Arsenal can still win this game? But for me, I just feel Atlanta, they are at home. They are feeling everything. They have everything in their on the right path going into this game. I think probably and this should be Barcelona. Oh no. Oh. Wow. Okay, so back to the Arsenal game. So I think Arsenal really needs to come into the game. For me, I feel the proper substitution right now should be bringing in Jorginho. Jorginho is someone who can always look out for those loopholes and put in those passes, and have a Kai Havertz go back and go play as his first nine, as we've always seen him done on most part of this year. I think one thing, you look at the Arsenal front trial, they've really not had that much supply. They've really lacked that supply, and I think that's one thing that really given this Atlanta team that freedom to dominate the play. Probably if there is a certain Jorginho to ease the pressure, because you look at the midfield, you're having a certain Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and who pair them up again? Kai Havertz. So I think there is not really that creativity.
Yeah, I think
like
what
Jorginho really
has really been a passer of the ball. They need a quick passer of the ball in the middle of the park for them to unlock this Atlanta team. The middle of the park is actually a hard one to unlock or to break through in this Atlanta midfield. You have Ederson, you have Martin in the room, and behind them you have Isak and Said Kolasinac. These are big players. So look at what I'm saying there. Look at that needed block there from Kolasinac there, and that is how they defend. Once you are penetrating through Martin in the room and Ederson, you have Isak to beat behind them, and it's really going to be hard to see for them to beat them there. And yes, Arsenal in possession of the ball there. What would they make out of this? There, sends it back into the hands of the goalkeeper David Raya. He's very good and comfortable with the ball at his feet there. Still in the Arsenal Barcelona again. Look at that chance to Rafinha, but the Brazilian couldn't make good use of that. And yeah, he's William Saliba on the ball there for Gunners. Saliba on the ball there for Arsenal right now, and holds onto the ball, comes inward there, finds Bukayo Saka, returns it to Saliba. Saliba couldn't get the run his Arsenal teammate there who was making a run for him, and back in play there is Arsenal. Ben White sends it to Bukayo Saka. Saka with the ball there, turns around this man there, still holds onto the possession, beats Ederson and sends the pass there. Yeah, might just be a chance for the Gunners there. Well, Arsenal couldn't get the finishing touch onto that, and yeah, might just be a chance for Retegui to get a good run over against Arsenal there. Sends it to Ademola Lookman. Lookman on the ball there, chose to go back into the hands of his teammate there. Ruggeri comes inward with the ball, finds Ederson with the ball there for Atlanta, returns it back into the center midfield there, finds the captain Martin De Roon. De Roon looks forward there, finds Charles there, back to De Roon, and De Roon comes forward with the ball there for Atlanta. Returns it back into the hands of his teammate back into the hands of the room. The room with the ball there finds Ishak. Ishak who comes forward there and finds his teammate Ederson. Ederson comes forward for Atalanta, drops it straight into the hands of Ruggeri. Ruggeri to Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman finds himself in the box of the Arsenal there and was easily dispossessed of the ball. We can see the Arsenal players asking for a foul there, but the referee allowed play to continue. An advantage Arsenal as they look to attack against Atlanta, and he's right there is Declan Rice, who returns it back to the goalkeeper David Raya. Raya finds Gabriel in the center of the fence for Arsenal as we approach the 57th minute of this encounter, and still Arsenal. Julian Timber on the ball there finds his midfield teammate there, finds Kai Havertz on the ball. Kai Havertz will turn around with the ball there, returns it back to Gabriel. Gabriel takes a long one, tries to send it straight into the path of Gabriel Jesus, who couldn't control that. Gabriel to Gabriel.
And distribute Barcelona.
Another chance for Barcelona there, but they won't be able to put that into the back of the net. And seems now the referee has spotted an infringement in that moment. There says it's going to be a free kick, and Arsenal are preparing a substitution, the right substitution to make here. Trossard being thrown into this game, and Gabriel Jesus. Also, Gabriel Jesus and Thomas Partey will be withdrawn in this game for Arsenal as a look to freshen and send out fresh legs into this encounter. And is Jorginho and Trossard being thrown in. Right substitution there from the manager. Like I said, he needs someone who is fast under the ball, who can really drop those passes and create an openings around the box right there. So it's really, really good substitution there. Disappointing header there from Martin Retegui there. He should have gone straight with that ball. Probably that it would have been the first goal. And I just pray at the end of the day, they don't just regret these chances, this opportunity from the penalty spots.
Of course, it's something regrettable because that is one of the golden opportunity they had. They missed it. It hardly comes by. And hey, with this substitution Arsenal is making right now, if just one goal will be enough for them to get the maximum 3 points, and it's like Brest have scored a goal.
Yeah, it's Brest who have scored a goal in that game, and they're currently back on top. Yeah, the Brest are on top in that game against the Storm Grass. 2-1, they currently lead in that encounter. And Brest has scored 2 goals against Storm Grass in that one. Back to Arsenal against Atalanta as we approach the 59th minute in this encounter. And Arsenal were coming out right now in this one. And sends a pass into the middle of the park. There is Julian Timber on the ball there. Cuts inward there. Finds Jorginho for his first pass in this game. And still Arsenal in possession. What will they make out of this? We're approaching the 1 hour mark of football in this game already. And it's still 0-0 between Arsenal and Atlanta.
Yeah, see 1-0 between
wow,
Arsenal.
what a save. That's like a good one.
See goalless. And it's eating up. We can see Arsenal right now looking like the team that is having intent.
They need their intention. I think I love that substitution being made by the manager there. Because when you're bringing in a player like Trossard, who we know can be a serial goal scorer anytime for the Gunners, right now it's looking like we'll be having a middle three of Declan Rice, Partey, and Trossard. Why Havertz will be moving forward to that 9th spot where Gabriel Jesus has left. I think one more substitution I'll be expecting is Raheem Sterling coming in from Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli hasn't really looked perfect or good for Arsenal in this game. He has really those chances has really been hard to come by for the Brazilian in this game. And straight into the 60th minute in this encounter. 30 more minutes to go in this game. 30 minutes for Arsenal to get a victory over Atalanta in this one. And 30 more minutes in that game. 50. Okay, we're currently in the 58th minute of that game between Barcelona and AS Monaco. Is Barcelona chasing the get a second goal in that one, but AS Monaco did a very good defensive work rate there, and they to get that ball. Wow, is Cuadrado still playing football? That is a Cuadrado who will be thrown into this encounter, and is another disappointing player today for me. I'm talking about Charles on the Catelari, who has really been disappointed. And so Cuadrado, with his experience, will be thrown into this encounter to try and bring in more experience for Atlanta as they still chase this game. The Colombian midfielder has been thrown into this one. Let's see what he'll be bringing into this game for the remaining 30 minutes of this encounter.
Mbolo is off.
Yeah, it's Mbolo who has been withdrawn in that encounter between Monaco and Barcelona. That game is still 1-1 in that encounter.
Still 1-1 in that encounter. We have a message from Abidemi Aloku. Say, good evening, Premier Sport Fan Center. Good job, guys. in the studio, Abidemi Aluko from Abuja. Thank you very much, Abidemi Aluko.
Okay, back in play there. It's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal, and they might fancy their chance in this with this corner kick from set pieces. Arsenal's really looked up notch in the EPL this season. Let's see if they'll be bringing their EPL form from set pieces into this game. We can see William Saliba approaching the Atalanta box, and also the goal scorer from that game against Tottenham, Gabriel also approaching the box there. He scored off a corner kick routine there, and it's the same provider that day, Bukayo Saka, will be taking this corner kick for Arsenal. They look so dangerous from corner kick duties these days than even from the within the box. So let's see what Arsenal will be making out of this. Here might just be a chance of fancy for Arsenal to get a goal in this. Bukayo Saka standing on this corner kick duties. He almost fumbled that. Talking about Test again, the Barcelona goalkeeper. It's going to be a free corner kick to Monaco, and Golovin, who is standing on that. Yes, the corner kick has been taken there, but that won't threaten the Atlanta goalkeeper there. And it's going to be rolled out for a goal kick to Atlanta in that account. We are straight into the 62nd minute. Wow. That was a beautiful header there from Kai Havertz, but he couldn't get it on the part of an Arsenal player, and it rolls out for a free kick to Atlanta. The referee spotted an infringement in the box there and says that is going to be a free kick. Taken straight by Marco, the goalkeeper, sends a long one there, and here is Atlanta trying to chase on that one. Cuadrado out there to attack for Atlanta, sends it back into the middle of the park. Isak regains possession, and it's Atlanta who are back in possession. The room, the captain, he has been everywhere in the midfield, marshalling the midfield for Atlanta in this one, and sends it back into the hands of Barrett here. And yeah, it's still Barrett on the ball, finds Isak in the center of the fence there. Isak finds his teammate there, and yeah, still Atlanta in possession. Moves to go forward there as Ruggeri on the ball, lost possession in the middle of the park. Arsenal look to pounce on that, lost possession when it matters most. Cuadrado wins possession, and still still Atalanta in possession of the ball. We're approaching the 63rd minute of that game, and still 0-0 between Atlanta and Arsenal.
Yeah, still goalless between Atalanta versus Arsenal, and we have a message here from Yinka Leke. We say, wow, another night of superstars in Europe, and they say, good work, guys, in the studio. Yeah,
you can hear that. And still Barcelona, I don't know what Cuadrado, and back into the hands of the Colombia. Cuadrado on the ball there was brought down there. The referee spotted an infringement and says it's going to be a free kick to Monaco. Cuadrado still on the floor there, waggling in pains there. And it's Atlanta who are preparing another substitution in this encounter, trying to see if they can still chase this game against Monaco, against Atlanta. Cuadrado is back on his feet and ready to continue and we start from this free kick situation for Atlanta. 66 minutes gone in that game. It's still 0-0 between Atlanta and Arsenal.
Yeah, still goalless. Yeah, the look.
They are really stubborn at the back. They are really stubborn at the back.
Honestly, really stubborn at the back. And it's like they so much trust in their defense. That is why sometimes they allow so much playing around. Somebody can just break that defense. They can get like 3-0.
If they have the full complement of the Arsenal in this game, probably Arsenal will be ahead against Atlanta.
And I think Saka have not really come to the party.
He hasn't really come to the party. They really miss Martin Odegaard's movements in the middle of the park, because there's one thing he has really worked on from last season, and that is how to unlock those defense with those passes, those defense splitting passes from Martin Odegaard. It has really been missing in this game. Those, there are sometimes it just takes some unexpected shots, and all that we've not really seen in this game. Cuadrado there was trying to get a head onto that ball. It's Atlanta who are currently enjoying the better share of possession against the Gunners right now, as it looks to come out against Arsenal. Sends it onto the parts of Zappa Costa. Costa will come inward there and returns it back to Bennett there. Game still 0-0.
Yeah, still goalless right now. Arsenal with the ball, try to attack through Ademola through.
They should be seeing this game. They should not be missing all these type of chances, because trust Barcelona. If
Barcelona will be utilizing and scoring a goal in that game. Yes, Cuadrado, who has been the man moving and unlocking for Atlanta, since coming into this game. Yes, sends it straight into the box there, easily dispossessed of the ball. The goalkeeper David Raya We rush out to claim that and sends it back into the defense. There still Arsenal in possession of the ball as they look to come out to chase a victory against Atalanta. It has really been a tight affair, no doubt, in that game between Arsenal and Atalanta, coming up there right there in Italy, and it's the home ground of Atalanta. Talking about the Gewiss Stadium, which is hosting this game. The referee is Clement Toppin, who is from France, and he has really been officiating fairly in this account, as we have just one yellow card in this game, and that was the yellow card to Ederson in the first half. Atlanta still chasing this encounter. Arsenal will come out right now to attack against Atlanta, but lost possession. Kolasinac will send it back to the goalkeeper, Marco Kanaseshi with a long one inward infield there, and it's really out there. It's going to be a throw-in. I think the referee spotted on the fridge says it should be a free kick to Arsenal, not a throw-in. It was William Saliba who was brought down there as we approach the 70th minute of this game. 20 more minutes to go for Arsenal to chase a victory.
Yeah, I think there was a head collision here. No, not really.
Collision. I think there was there was a stamp there.
There was a stamp.
That has to be the reason why the referee had to pause that game.
And Atalanta about to bring on some new players.
Yeah, they're preparing to substitution already. And Zanolo, another interesting player, being thrown into this encounter. And that's a man who was disappointing, Retigi, who has been replaced in this encounter. And it's Zanolo and Bella Nova, who has been thrown into this encounter for Atalanta. Let's see what these two players will be bringing to this game for Atalanta as they're chasing this encounter. Still a winnable game for Atalanta. We can see the players having pep talk between themselves. Zappacosta has been replaced in this game also, and Atlanta having about 3 new players on the pitch. Let's see what they'll be bringing into this one for the remaining 20 minutes of this encounter. Fantastic game from Zappacosta, no doubt.
Yeah, fantastic game for Zappacosta. And Monaco also.
Balogun, Folarin Balogun.
Yeah,
Folarin Balogun, that is the former Arsenal striker who currently plays for United States of America. Okay, so Arsenal chasing this game. They are looking for that late victory in this one. Bukayo Saka on the ball there and finds his Arsenal teammate as Arsenal looks to attack with the ball there. Beautiful dribble, piece of skill there from the Arsenal midfielder there. William Saliba on the ball finds Gabriel with the ball there, finds Julian Timber, and Timber will come inward with the ball for Arsenal. Sends it to the wing there, finds Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli will fancy going straight against Barrett there, and cuts inward into the middle of the park. Still Arsenal in possession. What would they make out of this? Looks like Trossard on the ball there, returns it into the center of midfield, finds Julian Timber back in play there, lost possession, and Atlanta who will look to eat Arsenal on the counter there. Switch position, comes inward with the ball there, finds Derun, the captain, and Derun sends it back into the middle, finds Kolasinac, still moving forward, finds Quadrado with the ball there, looks to cut inward there, but was brought down there, and it's going to be a free kick to Atlanta. It was Bukayo Saka who brought down Quadrado there. It's going to be a free kick right now in the 72nd minute of this game.
Yeah, free kick at the 72nd minute of this game. And Barcelona is like they've upped their game, not like what we saw in the first half.
Yeah,
a little bit balanced. Yeah, a little bit. Or even they go for attacking, not like
before.
If they finally get a draw in that game against Monaco, I think they really try. They've really tried it after getting that record in the 10th minute. They'll really fancy getting 1 point instead of losing the all 3 points against Monaco, and they can still get a victory because they've looked like the better side when attacking against Monaco in this game.
And
he has a cross across pitch there, tries to aim it, but that's eluded on the the Atlanta player, and is out for a throw into the gunner straight into the 73rd minute of that encounter. Prado with the ball, goes for a corner, but won't beat the goalkeeper this time around. Also, what a chance there for Monaco. When Embolo was withdrawn for this guy,
Stegen should be doing better.
When Embolo was withdrawn for this guy, we were saying thank God Embolo has been withdrawn, and right now he's
Stegen should.
He should be doing better. That was what they say. Yeah.
Oh.
There's nothing he was going to do. This one-on-one in the box there. There was nothing he was going to do there. Back in play there. Look at that teasing shots there from Quadrado, but that won't beat the Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya. 75 minutes gone in this game as we have just barely 15 more minutes to go in regulation time. Still Arsenal in possession. Here might just be a real opportunity for Arsenal to attack. Here might just be a chance for that goal. Oh! What a shot there! What a chance for Arsenal. For Martinelli, one opportunity they got in this game to open up on the Atlanta defense, and Gabriel Martinelli actually sent that into the air.
Wow,
Way off target, and that won't count as a goal for the Gunners as they still look to knock on the door. Beautiful chance there being created there by what's it called, by Raheem Sterling. To put that on the platter for Gabriel Martinelli, but the Brazilian couldn't apply the right finishing touch there, and it's Atlanta who will look to send this out from the fence. Arsenal coming all out right now, looking like the threatening side, the side who is daring to get a late goal in this encounter, straight into the 76th minute. 14 more minutes to go in regulation time, and still 0-0 between Atlanta and Arsenal.
Yeah, still goalless in this encounter. You can see Lamine Yamal there, being brought down. I think there was a stab on him. I think that should be a yellow card. Yeah. But let's see if the referee will be giving that at this point in time.
You're right. There's still 1-1 in that game between Atletico Madrid and RB Leipzig. That game is in the 73rd minute also. While it's Barcelona who are trailing against AS Monaco 2-1 in that encounter. Brest are currently leading against Tom Graz 2-1 also in the 73rd minute, and the only game without a goal remains down this Atalanta versus Arsenal, and Arsenal has a chance from this free kick, and Declan Rice will fancy taking this free kick against Atalanta. Let's see what the Arsenal record signing will be making out of this free kick duties. And here is Declan Rice will be looking to send that into the box. A chance for Arsenal to lay claims to a goal against this Atalanta team. You can see the Atalanta fans on their knees there, on their feet, really praying that doesn't go into the back of the net. Sends it.
Wow.
The pressure, the pass, the touch was just too much there from the record signing for Arsenal. Declan Rice, he has really been a fantastic midfielder for the Gunners. It's 77 minutes into that game and still 0-0 between Arsenal and Atlanta. Looks like we might be settling for 0-0 full-time draw.
Yeah, it's looking like the match yesterday between Manchester City versus Inter Milan. After a hard battle between those two sides, it ended goalless, and it's like it's going to be a repeat here today. But we still have 14 minutes plus additional time to go. So we'll be looking like 20 minutes.
Yes, we should be looking at 20 minutes because we'll likely be having 5 minutes additional time in that game due to that VR check on that penalty. Yes, Cuadrado on the ball there, just to come inward, finds the room with the ball there. The room will switch to the wing. There's still Atlanta in possession. What would they make out of this? They sends it back to the room, and the room tries to drop a pocket pass there, but was easily figured out there by Arsenal's Caliafori there, who I think is very much familiar with this Atlanta side, having played with Bologna last season in the Italian Serie A. Yes, back in possession is Bennett on the ball. There returns it to the goalkeeper there. The goalkeeper is talking about Marco on the ball. Marco will holds onto this, sends a long one, tries to bring his player there, but into no man's land. Arsenal will regain possession this one. And here is who got onto that ball there? He has Rice on the ball there, returns it into the middle of the park, sends it back to the goalkeeper, and the Viraya will hold onto the ball for the Gunners. 78-minute gun in this encounter is still 0-0.
Yeah, still 0-0 the ball right now with the goalkeeper David Raya throw that one to his defender there. Lately, Arsenal has been the better side in this encounter.
Yeah, they've actually been the better side in this encounter since making those right substitution. You can see that they've not really been overrun in the middle of the park, which is very much important. That is one thing that they really left out in the first half. Because in the first half, they were really overrun in the first half, in the middle of the park.
Afina now, that should be a one-time thing.
Ran into traffic there. And you can see the Barcelona fans are waiting, expecting that should be going into the back of the net. But it's still Monaco who currently lead in that game 2-1 against Barcelona as they are approaching the 77th minute in that game. While the game between Arsenal and Atlanta is still 0-0 in the 79th minute. Cuadrado on the ball there, chose to go inward into the middle of the park. And here is Atlanta looking to chase down this one against Arsenal. Sends across into the box there, but easy catch for the Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya. Raya wheels onto the ball there. And what will he be making out of this? Still holds onto the ball. David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper, is not in a rush to send that out. As we approach the 80th minute, Zaniolo with that cross into the box there. And the 80th minute of gone in that game is still 0-0.
The Lakpo, Demola Lookman is playing today. During the UEFA Europa League, he was playing closer, like the wing side, late that close to the wing side, left wing. But today's play this time around, he's playing
more.
deeper.
He has been playing. Is it deeper?
No, I think
come centrally.
It's deeper than what he used to play before.
That's the same position he played for Super Eagles of Nigeria at the Nations Cup. So it's more about him coming into the center of the park and Quadrado moving to the wing. He might just be a chance for the Gunners there. Would they make a good use of that? But that rolls out for a goal kick. So it's about that utility he offers to Atalanta and also to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's not a player. It's not a static player that just stays on one wing. He knows how to go straight and fight or move into the middle of the park. That has really done the magic for him. On that wing, he has really been checkmated by Ben White and William Saliba. So there's a need for him to come inward and try to see if he can be able to drop those passes or get to unleash one of those shots that we used to know. Here's back in play. Atlanta enjoying the better share of ball possession with 54% of ball possession, while Arsenal reduced them to 46% of this ball. It has been a close and fierce encounter between these two teams, and it's going to roll out for a throw into Arsenal in the 81st minute as we are straight into the last 10 minutes of this encounter.
Yeah, into the last minute of this encounter. Yeah, we've seen that the referee showing a yellow card to an official there.
Yeah,
and Inigo Martinez, pick a yellow card there. Yeah, that is the situation there.
What are these ones you are bringing in now?
And substitution for
Barcelona,
Atalanta too.
Barcelona don't make into substitution.
Okay.
What are they?
Domingo is a central back, and this Gerard Martin is a left back also. I think who is the third? They should be maybe 18, 19, 20 or so. Okay. That's what Barcelona have to use for the meantime to the likes of Frankie de Jong.
Back in the games that really matters. Arsenal in possession of this game. I can't really fancy. I really want to see Chelsea against this Barcelona.
A complete Barcelona.
This Barcelona against Chelsea. Really
this Barcelona playing now.
Because we are both using child abuse to play football now. Okay, back in play there is Arsenal in possession of the ball as they look to come out again in this encounter. Let's see if the Gunners will be chasing this one. A victory over Atalanta in this encounter. Arsenal in possession, sends it back into the midfield. Declan Rice on the ball, finds Gabriel. Gabriel returns it to Declan Rice, who's now playing more centrally for the Gunners in this game. Declan Rice finds Trossard with the ball there, switches position and finds Ben White. Ben White comes inward with the ball there for Arsenal. Tries to lace one for his teammate there, but Marco out to the rescue for Atlanta. 82 minutes approaching the 83rd minute in that game, as we've seen Atalanta still 0-0 against Arsenal in this one. Ademola Lookman, he has really worked his ass out in this game, but that goal and that chance hasn't really come back. I think Arsenal they really did their homework on him. They've kept him quiet in this game. They know he's the go-to man for Atlanta, but there's still about 7 minutes to go in regulation time. You don't have to take your eyes off Ademola Lookman. In a twitch, he can just unleash that magic in his foot. Arsenal comes out again, looking to unlock the this stubborn Atlanta's defense. Sends it back to Marco Kaneseshi, the goalkeeper. Kaneseshi takes a long one and tries to tease up the striker in this encounter. Back in place, Arsenal in possession there. California sends it back into the middle of the park there, and Zan Gabriel on the ball there for the Gunners there. Holds onto the ball, comes inward with the ball, and still looking for Wood to drop that pass. Looks into the pocket and finds Jorginho, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that still Arsenal? Sorry, Trossard. Sorry, and still Arsenal in possession. Sends it back to Ben White. Ben White with the ball there and finds his teammate there. Arsenal, and that was Raheem Sterling was brought in that moment, and yes, Declan Rice with the ball. Declan Rice controlling the middle of the park there for the Gunners. It's 84 minutes gone in that game, 6 more minutes to go in regulation time. Who is going to get on the late winner, late dramas, or who is going to open the flood of late dramas in this encounter between Atlanta and Arsenal? Will it be Arsenal getting a late go in this one, or will it be Atlanta breaking the back of the stubborn Gunners on defense in this one? Still Atlanta in possession of the ball. Sends it back to Barrett. Barrett finds Ishak and sends it back into the center defense there, as they're still looking for that goal. Ishak with the ball there, finds Kolasinac. Kolasinac will hold on to the ball, and what will he make out of this? Sends it back to Ishak in the center of defense. Ishak will look and trade it straight into the hands of Barrett, who is not ready to take risk there. Sends it to Marco Kaneseshi. Kaneseshi with a long one into the Arsenal defense there. Gabriel will take the easiest route there. Sends that out for a throw-in. He has Zanolo chasing on him there, but it's a throw-in to Atlanta. Atlanta are still preparing to substitution for the last 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, for the last 5 minutes of this game. So what have you observed with the Barcelona team at the Monaco?
Well, I think everything has still been Monaco. I think one thing out for Barcelona right now is to create those chances, because it's really looking like those chances are not even coming anymore. I think the Monaco team, they've really gotten that much needed second goal. So what they will just Pablo Torre coming on. So what they will just have to do right now is see how well they can just keep their back line and not make any silly mistake. I think probably the game is looking like it's
done and dusted.
Yeah.
Support
But we can never say nobody.
Well, we are playing the Champions League. We are playing the Champions League. Where's Chelsea? That is it. You can't beat Monaco.
This is a 10-man Barcelona. And keeping it 2-1, I think.
Cuadrado finds Ademola Lookman, returns it to Cuadrado to Kolasinac will hold on to this ball, finds Cuadrado on the part there, where returns it back to Kolasinac looks for his captain. I think this should be one of the player who can look at the end of this game for possibly the man of the match. Talking about Martin Deroni, he has been everywhere for Atlanta in this game, and still Atlanta will lost possession. Arsenal will look to pounce on that and eat out on the counter there. But there's nowhere he's going. Straight into the hands of Marco Caneseshi, the goalkeeper. It's 86-minute gone in that game. 4 more minutes to go in regulation time. I can see the Arsenal fans in the studio getting very close and into entering our monitors there. There's no goal for Arsenal tonight. They can't get it. Isaken on the ball. Finds Kolasinac. Kolasinac will go forward with the ball there and finds his teammate Ruggeri. Ruggeri drops it straight into the hands of Cuadrado. Cuadrado looks into the middle of the park there. Finds Zanolo. Zanolo with the ball there for Atlanta. Sends it back. Finds this midfield. Ederson. Ederson tries to drop one into the park there. Yeah, might just be a chance. Ademola Lookman almost pouncing on that, but that will roll out for a kick to Atlanta. And yeah, he's on Barcelona. I've given out a penalty to Monaco, and it's going to be a chance for Monaco to scale the third goal in that game. And it's going from bad to worse for Barcelona in that encounter. The young boys on the pitch there are just making silly schoolboy errors there. It was for Larry Balogun, who was brought down there. A chance there for Atalanta, but they couldn't make good use of it. And yeah, is Atlanta still back in possession? And what happened in that penalty situation?
I don't think. Let's see the.
It shouldn't be a penalty, maybe?
Probably.
87-minute gone in that game that really matters. Atlanta against Arsenal. Still 0-0. Let's see who is going to break this one. There's really been an interesting affair between the Europa League defending champions and the EPL runner-ups. I'm talking about the Gunners in this one, but it has been a game dominated by Atalanta. And it's back in play there. Sends it back to the goalkeeper there, Marco Caneseshi. Caneseshi returns and finds Said Kolasinac. Kolasinac will come forward with the ball there and still holds onto the ball, playing against his former club there. And returns it to Isak N. Isak N finds Barrett and Jimisti returns it back into the middle of the park there. Still Atlanta in possession. Beats his man and goes forward with the ball. Rolls it straight into the hands of Ruggeri. Ruggeri with the ball there for Atlanta. Sends it back in, finds Cuadrado. Cuadrado lost possession. Arsenal regains possession. And the referee spotted an infringement against the Colombian winger there. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. 88 minutes gone in this game. And it's still 0-0. And that game between Monaco and Barcelona is Monaco was still leading 2-1. And the referee will be going to VAR monitor to see if that penalty is going to stand or not, or be it given or not. And it's still Monaco who are leading 2-1 in that game.
Yeah, Monaco leading 2-1. But let's look at that.
I don't think this should
be
a penalty.
No. It's a penalty. It's just like when they give us.
No, that's not a penalty.
There was no contact.
Look, that is not a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty because his leg was in the front.
Yes, it was in front of
the player behind the ball. So it was the opponent. It was the other player who
the Barcelona player will be lucky if that is not a penalty.
But
he hit him from the back. He was about to take the ball there. Ademola Lookman has been replaced in this encounter. Great game, no doubt there for the Nigerian winger, but he couldn't get a goal in that encounter. The referee making a decision. Let's see what the decision will be from the referee. Says it's
no penalty. That is it.
Not a penalty.
That can be
not a penalty.
That can be a penalty.
I wish you can see the Barcelona fans. Give it to Raheem Sterling. He has been a good substitution since coming in for the Gunners in this encounter. I think they should be making that loan permanent at the end of the season. Yes, almost the first minutes of 4 minutes almost been played in this encounter. Yes, Atlanta back in possession there. Pasalic is on the pitch for Atalanta. What was he trying to do there? Still Atalanta in possession. They looks up to go out against Arsenal right now. Wins the ball there. Zanolo tries to send the cross into the box, but that was easily cut out. And it's going to be a corner kick to Atalanta. Second minute of 4 minutes played already.
Yeah, second minute of 4 minutes played already. And a corner kick here is a dangerous one. Let's see if the Arsenal will be able to continue keeping a clean sheet in this encounter. Yeah, for the
good
and
Cuadrado who started on this corner kick deals. The referee spotted an infringement between players there, and it's like he's trying to caution on Zanolo and Gabriel. Atlanta players having about 4 or 5 players in the box there to push, to challenge onto that, or to lash onto that and see if they can turn the corner kick into goal in this one. Cuadrado standing on these late dramas. Can this still happen? And the Colombia sends a corner kick into the box there, easily defended there by Arsenal, but system back into the box by Atlanta. Atlanta still in possession. They're still looking around the Gunners on box there. What will they make out of this? There's another opportunity to send across there, but chose as the captain there on the room there, chose to go inward with a pass there instead of going for a shot there, but straight into the hands of the Arsenal goalkeeper. And it's the 3rd minute or 4 minutes additional time to play right now. And he should be the player all Arsenal fans should be thanking for this game. Talking about the goalkeeper, David Raya. He's a candidate for the man of the match in this encounter. And the Mr. Reliables are the Arsenal centre backs on Gabriel and William Saliba. They've given 100% performance in this encounter to keep Atlanta's attack quiet in this game. But you also have to give it to Isaken and Said Kolasinac in the Atlanta defense. They've also done fantastic well against the Arsenal's attackers in this game. It has really been a fantastic game, and also late dramas in that game between Atletico Madrid and RB Leipzig, as Atletico Madrid has gotten the second goal in that game and it's currently sits Atletico Madrid 2, RB Leipzig 1.
Wow. That is the 3rd game we'll be seeing a team winning here. The only game that is looking like no winner here, it is the match between Atalanta versus Arsenal today. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 in other features, except the game between Atalanta
we are
versus
straight into the 4th minute of additional time in this one. Still 0-0 between Arsenal and Atlanta. At Atlanta's home ground there, it's going to be a throw-in in the last moment of this game. Atlanta are going to take this throw-in, and it's Barrett will be taking that throw-in for Atlanta. Drops that ball there, and the referee still waiting for play to continue. Almost all the players are really tired in this one. It's throwing to Atlanta, and Barrett will take that one, takes a short one straight into the midfield there. Arsenal regains possession. Atlanta will look to send the Gunners out of their own comfort zone there, and still Arsenal. Jorginho on the ball there, sends it back into the middle of the park. Sorry, that was okay. Arsenal still looking to attack with the late dramas here with the apple for the Gunners there, sends a pass on the wing there. And what will the Gunners make out of this? Cut inward, they cross into the box.
The final
straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And that is the final whistle. That reminds me of that ball was mid-air, and the referee blew that final whistle. Reminding me of that game between Real Madrid and the team in La Liga towards the end of last season, where the ball was mid-air and the referee actually blew on final whistle. But at the end of the Real Madrid got that ball into the back of the net, but it didn't count. That was almost what would have happened there. Fantastic game from David Raya with that penalty save, as he denied Matteo Retegui from getting a goal from that disappointing penalty from the Italian for Atlanta. It finished up 0-0 in that account. Final whistle, Arsenal 0, Atlanta 0.
Yeah, that is the final whistle. And in the other encounter, Barcelona Monaco is still on. And any moment from now too, that match will be coming to an end. Just saw Barcelona missed an opportunity there. A free kick just some meters away from the box there. And that one, he threw that one up above the crossbar into the crowd there.
Yeah, it's almost the last moment in that game between Barcelona and Monaco, as Barcelona still chasing lost dreams in this one to see if they can salvage a point in this one. It's the 4th minute of 6 minutes additional time in that encounter. Like I said, the Barcelona fans, they can't really sit on their bench right now. The first goal in that game was scored by Akiloche. Lami Yama equalized in the 28th minute, and Ilen Nikena got on the second goal for AS Monaco in that encounter. It's the 4th minute of 6 minutes additional time. Monaco currently leads 2-1 in that game.
Yeah, and
on there who holds on to that and is not in a hurry to send that out. It's really a disappointing game, and that was sponsored by Eric Garcia got sent off in the 10th minute of that encounter, straight into the 6th minute additional time. That is the final whistle. Barcelona lost 2-1. Monaco had a victor tonight, defeating Barcelona 2-1. Full time in Monaco. Monaco 2, Barcelona 1.
Wow. What a day of the Champions League. A draw in the game between Atalanta. That is the only game we've seen a draw. Out of the 6 matches being played, that is the only game we have seen a draw, the match between Atalanta and Arsenal. There are winners in other matches. So to Barcelona fans, we're sorry you lost. And the lockdown, how do you feel right now? You lost.
Well, good game of football for us. I think regardless of everything, going on 1 man down 10 minutes and still putting on this type of performance, I think it all went down to Barcelona players really being injured, and good one is that we're having this injury, we're having this phase early at the early stage of the season. So probably when our next Champions League match, the whole squad will be fit and ready. So I think good one Monaco. Eric Garcia really let Barcelona down today. So probably some other time.
All right, check your final.
Well, great game of football there from Atalanta and Arsenal. Really tactical game, which was enjoyable to the eyes, and fantastic game of football also from Monaco and Barcelona. Yes, you have to give it to Barcelona, even going 1 man down in the 10th minute and holding on and hanging on to their own in that game. Well, that has really been how it has been in the match day 1 of UEFA Champions League 24-25 season. I'll be waiting to see the second set of matches, how it continues. And back to club football and to club league football on Saturday, whereby Chelsea will be starting off against West Ham. That game is an early kickoff, a lunch break kickoff in that encounter. So we are done with game 1. So beautiful game of football, no doubt.
Done with launch with game 1, and right now it's Bayern Munich who is sitting top, and I think Celtic is follow because they scored the highest number of goals, and there were a lot of teams won their matches, but what separated them is the number of goals they scored. So if you're looking at where you can find Barcelona right now or Arsenal, probably they'll be seeing themselves in 30-something.
No.
All right, to our viewers, thank you very much for staying tuned with us. That is how far we can go for today, and don't forget to join us tomorrow in our Talk Sports show. We'll be here by 7:30 for the Talk Sports show, and also on Saturday, also big one on Saturday. Like Shegu said, early kickoff, West Ham versus Chelsea 12:30, and Crystal Palace Manchester United. That one is 5:30, and there are a lot of features by 3 o'clock there, and we'll be here to cover those matches. So we want you to stay tuned with us that day so that we'll give you the best of analysis in that encounter. So for today, that's how far we can go. Don't forget to join us tomorrow in our Talk Sport. For now, bye. See you tomorrow.